This is a region crossing. Now this is where two sims, let me bring up the map to show you real quick. Just want to do a quick video on region crossings. As you can see, we're in this square. There we go, you can see the squares a little better. We're right here on the corner at Geogram, at Giangam, I guess. And each of these pieces of land reside on a server. Each of these little squares here reside on a computer server, and where the borders of the server are the edges of the lands. When you cross into other lands, like when you're going down the road, you're crossing literally onto other computer servers, and that handshake that occurs where the other server's picking up where you're going to pop in at on that server is why sometimes there'll be a lag or a delay when you're crossing them. And of course this can be complicated when you got vehicles, and depending on how many prims your vehicles are and how fast you go through, and especially if you got not one region crossing but maybe two or even three in a row, that can really slow you down a lot. You can still see my green bar flashing in the distance. So all those sim crossings can definitely cause a lot of lag, and I mean a pile up like these crossings here could even like make you crash. I mean, one can make you crash, but three of them just back to back like that can definitely slow you down. So some factors to help you crossing these regions are like just slowing down before the region and crossing with the vehicle slowly, or even if you're walking on the road, sometimes just I guess with your avatar being in contact with the ground, it can slow things down. So if you jump up in the air or like page up and fly over the crossings, you can cross a little smoother, a little neater that way as well. But a lot of people say, oh, I don't drive anymore in SL, or I don't do this or that because of the region crossings. And honestly, you shouldn't let it affect you. You should still drive around because there's still a lot to see, and there's still a lot of fun to be had. But just going slow over those region crossings will usually you'll be good to go. Also, if your car has a flight mode, if you fly over too, that could help as well. So right now I'm gonna run down here. Now for some reason my AO is on, but I'm doing the non-AO walk. I don't know, I guess they're doing some kind of maintenance in SL and my AO is on, but it's not working right. My AO is being an a-hole. So we're gonna go to this res zone here where we can res, and we're gonna drive down further down the road in front of us, because we may crash if we hit that big res not res zone, that big region crossing pile up. Plus it depends on things like your computer. If your computer's not really designed to handle SL, that could mess with it too, and you could end up having crashes that way. Just gonna pick a see, that one's kinda, that's not the car I wanted. That one's a little bit too heavy. Where's just a regular, let me scramble it out. Where the heck is it at? Okay, I think this is it. This is the one I wanted. If it comes in, there we go. Now this car is a lot less than the other car we just seen. This one is 26 prims. It's under 31 prims. So we're gonna go ahead and drive this one down, and we're gonna see how this one does on the region crossings. We're gonna speed up a little bit to get to them. Sometimes the res zones will have a sign that says route whatever, and sometimes those res areas are right on the borders of sims as well. So oh, here we go. So in some cases, you're going through a red zone and it's actually a region crossing. So we're going to slow down. I don't know if my car has flight mode. I don't think it has flight mode, but so here's just going through a region crossing, nice and slow. Sometimes it'll mess with your camera as well, and your camera will be like on the side of your car, and you just gotta resituate your camera. There we go, crossing the sim, and that handshake was really clean. As you can see, there's a little bit of delay, but it wasn't too bad. Sometimes your car will fall through the ground, sometimes you'll go up in the air, sometimes you'll go straight backwards fast. And even those little that little ball that's in front of us, that's a little mainland, like, touring pod car, and they come in different vehicle types, and you can ride those. They not only give tours, those vehicles are also cleaning up the sims as well, and there's a bunch of functions they do as they're driving around. I'm catching up to that ball. You should be getting to another. Sometimes if you look on the mini map, you can see like right where the corner is. Let me bring up my mini map real quick and I'll show you. Sometimes it's blue. Well, sometimes there'll be a gray or a blue area like right there, and you can see right here in this gray area right here, you can see right where the edge of the sim is. Sometimes when you're coming up to the edge of the sim, you can see pretty clear where you're. Shift back down to gear 1 and we just cross. Nice and slow, little backwards movement as the handshake goes. As the handshake between the servers go, and we are good. So now we're going to gear up. I forgot how much speeds this thing has. 9 gears? 10 gears? 11? 12? Gee. I think we're just going to go down to probably 9th gear is probably fast enough. Yeah. We're going to drive and we're just going to blast through this region crossing and see the difference how your speed makes. Well, we landed in somebody's yard and we're actually like caught up under there. And they got an alarm going on. And we're stuck. We're stuck. Can't even see it where we're at. Edit. Grab. Bring us up. We're going to do this again, but I'm going to shift down the gears a little bit. I don't want to. There we go. Try 5. I'll turn around real quick and we'll just belt on through. You want to be careful too if you go off road on some of this like dirt over here. Sometimes people's lands have ban lines which won't let you cross in, and sometimes they'll hold your car up and you won't. There's a double sim crossing. Sometimes they'll hold your car. There we go. We're up in the air. And the best thing too is if you're going fast and you get caught in one of those region crossings, the best thing to do is just let off the controls. Let off your keyboard. Don't try and steer or drive, because your actions when you do that could lag, and then when you come in on the other side, you'll be steering like halfway across the countryside. And so far, going fast has been going kind of smooth through these sim crossings. Usually, it's a lot. There's a little bit of lag. Yeah, went off road a little bit. Do another one. Should be going through it. There we go. Oh, and it flipped us. That's one of the nuisances that can happen when you're crossing sims, but if you go slow though and you gear down, you can go through just like you seen with us. We were going through just fine. There's a little hiccup, but we came out on the other side fairly good. Here's another sim crossing, gear 4, gear 3, gear 2, and gear 1. And just driving. Nice and steady through it, almost like it's a speed bump, right? And we kind of sunk to the ground very minimally, and we came out alright. So driving in the mainland it can be a lot of fun if you don't let those sim crossings get you down and you cross with care like that. I'm gonna go and stand up, get rid of this car, and we'll go ahead and walk through. Wish my AO was working right. They're probably doing maintenance. It's Monday, and tomorrow they'll be doing the big maintenance day, but I guess they got some unscheduled stuff today. And you see we kind of sunk down on the ground a little bit, and there's a little hiccup. So I'll walk from the front so you can see, roll my camera, and you'll see my feet go through the ground a little bit. I guess not this time. Sometimes though your avatar will take off and just start walking like on its own. But if you're flying up in the air, you can usually cross the sims pretty easily. So you can usually get in. It kind of throws your name around in the sky as you're crossing, but it's just the other region seeing where you're going to come in at, and for a couple seconds you come right in. So that's all. I just want to make this little video about region crossings, and as far as I know, there's been a lot of people asking if they're going to fix that or not, and it might be that there is no fix. That this might be how it is when you're going across regions, because you're not on like in a video game, you're on a map, and you're on a game disc, and here you're actually on a server that's like always changing. And but I don't even know if there is like a fix to it, but because a lot of people ask that, or a lot of people, they don't want to drive unless something's done about it. And like I said, it might be nothing they can do about it, and that might just be how it is, but definitely don't let it ruin your experience in Second Life when you're driving around and exploring. It's a little nuisance, but it's a couple seconds and you're on to the next sim. But y'all have fun exploring out there. Like, rate, and subscribe this channel and this video if you liked it. And leave a comment below if you have one. And until next time, take care.